I'm painting cherries on already painted apples. I had done the apples with watercolor pencils, and now I decided to do some cherries on the same page, and I'm using beautiful shades of mauve. I have done the outlines. I have mixed mauve and red and created a very light wash. So with that wash, I'm filling up my cherries. I've just dabbed a little orange over here and a very light wash. This was my first wash, and now I'm going to come down to my second wash. And same shades I'm going to use, red, quinacridone red with a little bit of mauve, and get a lovely mauvish purplish look. And I'm going to place this cherry on top of my apple. One cherry, the cherry right on front is the lightest hue, and the ones behind have mauve red mixed to give us purple, and a very light orange wash on them. Then I pull down the shades a little with my brush to create a shadow effect. And now I'm doing the stems very light because the star of our painting is the cherries. So we are not going to take too much time on our stems, just a little bit of sap green. Going to pull it out and use a little bit of lemon and umber at the tips of the stem. The darkest part of the stem will be where it touches the cherries. And then just pull up the shade, pull up the colors. To highlight the cherries, I have left the white of the paper to do the work for me. And when I do my final third wash, I will put a dab of very light white and lemon, and I'll get a beautiful effect of a shining cherry. A small wash of red on the cherries, a very light wash of red was my final coat on the cherries. You could use scarlet, or you could use rose madder. And now I'm just giving a light wash to the apples which I had already made on this postcard in pencils. So I'm just going to change those and put a watercolor wash on top to complement my cherries. Just add some depth with darker values on the apple. Pull it downwards to create the depth. When you pull it down, then it is like a little cave in the apple from where the stem comes out. But you have to pull out the color from there with a dry brush and give it a wispy look. I'm just adding a little white to lighten the apple behind my cherries. I don't want the apples to be the star of my painting. I want my cherries to be the star of my painting. The apples were already done in watercolor pencils, and that was a project I had done previously. So I'm using that very paper to do my cherries on, and that's how it's come out. I hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe.